The third and final part arrives of this triple upload of the Halloween season. And today we are reviewing... Why am I saying today like it's a different day? Same day, same thing, but today it's different. Because we've got two figures that we're looking at today. First one, the Prime himself. Well, himself, yeah, but he's kind of small. Micronus Prime. His size is... The coolest thing about this figure is basically his size. Now let's open him up. But first, picture of the... you got the picture of the figure and the actual big surprise about him. We got your product shot of the Prime, thing, of the Prime cardboard cutout, like the Prime cutout. We got your face on the front, and across the bottom we got your stuff that no one really reads. Anyways, let's open them right up. Pull. There we go. And here we have him in all of his micro glory. Oh, one of his legs is twisted. There we go. I don't know why I did that, I just felt compelled to. Anyways, here are the instructions, which are quite big for the Transformers' small size. Yeah. Anyways, let's get him right out of the box. But wait. First, we need to get his special Prime thing. Every single Prime has a special thing. And this guy has, I think, if I remember the box correctly, which I could just pick it up, but we ain't doing all that, is a medallion. Now, this Prime may not be my favorite, but all the Primes have something cool about them, and they all have a special place here on the channel. And we're gonna need all the Primes we can get with the guy coming up next. Boom. Let's open this up. Why is this so hard? I mean, I spent like a good minute unwrapping this alone. Ah, here it is, finally. We have this. If the camera would focus. Stop focusing on Superion. It's not his series anymore. There we go. This is labeled as... I don't read Cybertronian. I wish, but I don't. So, I guess we'll just not know. Or maybe it's in the instructions. Who knows? I guess we're gonna have to find out once we get this man out of the box. How did he turn upside down? I don't know. Clip. 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 And pull. Oh, shoot. There's still some around his hands. Oh, whoops. It's kind of hard when you're looking at a camera and you're looking in real life. Snip. Now we can pull until our little guy is free. Oh my goodness, these wrappings were getting stuck in his massive, well, not very massive, but his okay sized ankles. And here he is. Oh, what are these back here? We'll find out about those later. But first, let's give him what he deserves. This little medallion piece. And this is Micronus in his big mode. where he has some... Oh, whoops. That popped out quite easily. Oh, it's just a peg. Phew, thought I almost broke it. Anyways, he has a wrist rotation, which is very tight. Upper arm... I'm just going to take his arm off and review it. His arm can probably go up and down on his body. It has a bend, wrist rotation, lower arm rotation, and if you put this back onto him, he has a upper arm rotation, which is very hard to work with considering it's just a peg. His head can turn, I think. Yes, his head can turn. He can look up that far and down none. We're going to get to that soon, but at the leg, he can go out that far, bend at the knee, swivel, I guess, and yeah, that's it. Also, his toe can bend, but that's for the transformation. Same on the other leg. And then we've got these things at the back that spin. But this ain't the real Micronus. Let's bring the real Micronus on out. With the real Micronus, please stand up. Open them up, and we have the real Micronus. All the other Micronuses are just imitating. I've made 2 references to Eminem now. But let's transform him. So, first of all, it's a big version of, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Anyways, let's get him on transform, shall we? Okay, so I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just going to transform and hope that it all works out fine. So, Bob. Oh, it's quite simple, actually. I don't know what I expected. He's quite small, but that don't matter. Small transformers can still be complex transformers. And here we have the real Micronus Prime in all of his mini glory. He's so tiny. Look at him. And for comparison, here is him standing. He is basically the size of Superion's foot. And also, for example, our other review today, Johnny Storm, which he is also basically the size of his lower leg. Anyways, go back over there, Johnny. Oh, there we go. So, on Micronus, you have a head rotation, which is also used on the transformation. You can look up that far, which I think is also for a transformation, but I'm not sure. He can look down, none. Rotation at the arm. Lower arm can also rotate with a bend. No way swivel. Rotation at the lower leg can go up and that, up, back, and spread. So yeah, I mean, standard, considering he's quite the small figure, I don't know you really can't expect much out of his articulation, but you can expect a lot out of this paint, because I love the chrome that they did on most of his body, because it makes him very, very glowy, and he'll probably look really nice in the dark, which will probably happen in a figure posing video that I post on my TikTok. Speaking of my TikTok, you should go there. It's under the same name as me. It should be under the same name. Let me say that. And I draw there. I do all that kind of stuff. So, you know, you got any what? Or if you came here from my TikTok, hello, you finally made it to the land of the tube. But speaking of which, I just realized that Micronus basically makes up the entire innards of this guy's body. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and also, here's my Cronus compared to his power armor. I mean, he's laughably tiny. But I'm sure he has a very big mind. Just like Jimmy Neutron. Anyways, let's open these instructions. Alright, these are some big instructions. It still doesn't tell me what the thing is. If you guys know what the thing is, please do leave it down in the comments. Because I got absolutely no clue. Got no clue, man. What is this thing? Might be like a mini-con medallion or something. Something relating to mini-cons, probably. But, let's get to this transformation. First, let's grab our little guy and put him back inside of his armor. Mostly because he probably needs to be back like there for the transformation to all come together. But like I said, it's getting close to Halloween. I'm very excited, and of course, I'm going to be dressing up because, I mean, if you don't dress up on Halloween, you're fake, you know? That's a joke, but anyways, here he is, and let's open this guy up, his armor, and let's plug him back in. There we go. Close that. There we go. And there he is back in his power armor. And immediately in the transformation, we strip him of both of his arms. They will come back into use later. So let's set those off to the side. And immediately afterwards, we take the medallion out. I don't know why I did that, but sure. Then we split him down the middle, like so. And you flip the peg up like this. Then you twist the legs. I'm pretty sure this turns into the tire, considering the legs can do this. And then you fold these out like so, until you've got the rounder shape. Then you do something along the lines of this. You have to flip out these pegs real quick. Have to flip out this peg, because there's only one. Anyways, you fold, and then you fold, and then you close that up until it's looking all nice and tire-like. It even rolls kind of well. Oh, wait a moment. You're supposed to close this before you... And here we have his legs, now in the tire mode. So let's get the rest of his body there. Alright. So first, what you do with his body, you flip the head down. Then you take these little, you take these inside pieces and you fold them up. Flip, flop. Then, the heck does AB, you separate the medallion from the rest. Just make sure you have all your pieces. Oh, almost lost one, but yep, all your pieces are separate. Then you come up to the top here and you turn this upwards, fold it back, and you turn that down. And then you take your piece, aka the tire, and you're going to want to peg that in, which I'm going to do off the camera, mostly because I need to look at it truly if I'm going to want to get this in correctly. Let's see. Alright, so now that we've got the tire in, we can fold these pieces downward, and they should fit into pegs right down there, like so, and like so. And now that you have that, you take your arms and basically don't alter them at all, and you peg them in on the sides. Alright, so you got this. You got your bike. Alright, so that bike does not balance. So anyways, you're going to want to take your medallion and, you know, transform them into Micronus form. Now that you've got yourself your Micronus basically fully transformed, but not all the way. Bop. Bop. You take him, you basically put him in a sitting pose, you peg him in where? Oh. So you fold the arms down like this so that it can balance. And then you, you place him on the bike, his legs peg in, and now when you peg these in, you can tab Micronus's hands into the bike handles, and there you go. Here's him riding his little microcycle. I guess that's what I'm calling it now, the microcycle. Which it doesn't balance very well. Let me look at these instructions. Where do you put the medallion at? Ah, you put it on his back. Alright. There you go. And now you've got him riding on his little bicycle. Well, monocycle, I guess is what you'd call it. And there he is. And let me say, I really like this mode. He also works as a weaponizer for aerial fireflight, but I'm not going to show that. I'll probably show it off in like a post that I make later. But right now, we need to get to the bigger main event of the video, which isn't so tiny, but is quite large and quite proud and quite in charge. The Great Fallen, aka Megatronus Prime. This is the guy you wouldn't want at the Prime family function, because he will cause some problems. As you can see on the back, he is on fire. So, yes, he does cause quite the problem. But let's crack him open. So, this box is so big. It really fits on the screen. Megatronus the Fallen, and here is him right here. Oh, I'm gonna need to move my camera back. There we go. And here are the instructions. So let's get him out of his restraints. Uh-oh. Scissors? Oh, there are my scissors. But first, let's get to all these. Now this actually isn't a bag for this time. This isn't a bag of weapons. This is a bag of flames. Let me cut this tape. Uh-oh, we got a lot of pieces in here. Tank nozzle, fire piece, rocket launcher piece, 2 identical fire pieces, 2 more identical fire pieces, I mean, and then the trident part of his staff. And now, let's get the weapons out of there. First of all, we got now this guy. I mean, he's so cool. He inspired Megatron. I mean, this guy did the whole fusion cannon thing so that Megatron could walk. And he even did it a bit better. I mean, it's just amazing. And then I'm just going to put the tank nozzle on here for right now, because it looks cool. And also, I think that's how it goes in the tank mode. But I wouldn't know, because I've never seen this figure a day in my life. I'm happy to have it here, though. Here is the knife. His long, very long sword. And then we have his staff, which I believe this goes on to. Like so. There we go. Like so. And I think this plugs into this. Oh yeah. There we go. There is his staff in all of its glory. And now let's cut the main event out of his binds before he comes out of the package himself and, I don't know, lights me ablaze. I can feel his presence emanating on me. And here he is. Now let's see. in the instructions, well, what do we do? Okay, that goes there. So you can store all this stuff on his back. Wait, let me look again. Yes. So you attach this back right here. This back right here. You attach this on his back right here. I mean, man, this guy has some good weapons. And you attach the rocket launcher right on his shoulder, making it even now. Now he has even weapon shoulders. Got one missile cannon and one rocket launcher. Well, missile silo thing. And let's talk about these. Man, he really is fallen. Fallen from grace, bro. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, you can see who inspired the Decepticon logo now. It wasn't Soundwave, it was the Fallen, because he's just absolutely rocking the Decepticon mask. And as the first Decepticon, he should. But let's take a look at him before we start hitting the posing aspect. And let me say, for a figure that is just basically yellow and gray, he really pops. I mean, he is just great. He is great. Ha ha ha, that wasn't funny, but I did it anyways. Now, let's get these fire pieces on. Then you plug this back here, and the other one back here. And here we have him all flamed on, like our boy Johnny over here. I swear, the Fallen is just stealing everyone's moves. He's got the flame on, he's got the fusion cannon, he's got the big old gun, 2 blades. He is just the, like said in the movie Transformers 1, he's the biggest and the baddest. Here's a size comparison to Micronus on his micro wheel. But anyways, let's get into the posability on this figure. So, first of all, we're going to start with the arms. Arms, rotation, rotation. They actually go forward and back, which I think is for the transformation, but if it's not, that's a lot more than we get with normal Transformers. We get, I've already shown that off before, so you get a bend right here, swivel at the wrist, and an opening hand, which is something we don't get often. We get a fully rotating head, can look up that far, and can look down to his blind spot. Can tilt his head a little bit, so that's nice. First on the arm, same as the first. Reference for those who watch other figure reviewers. So he can go up and back if the blade is not blocking it. And then he can go outwards with a beautiful range of flexibility. I mean, for a guy that's this bulky, he has a lot of flexibility on him. A beautiful ankle pivot, which is I would never imagine a Prime having such an ankle pivot. It's godly. A bend at the leg, swivel at the lower leg, swivel at the thigh, nothing at the foot. And then you have, yes, waist swivel. We love ourselves a good waist swivel. This guy is just absolutely phenomenal. I mean, he's the Fallen. He has to be. He's like one of the he's one of the greats when it comes to Transformers characters. Next to Waspinator. Don't ask me why I thought of Waspinator when I thought of greatness. Don't judge me. Anyways, let's get that fusion cannon on his arm. Oop, almost got a sneak peek for the transformation. Can't do that yet. Shoot, it did. Whoops. Just gonna take this off and give him his fusion cannon. And yes, this is perfect. Now, I won't showcase any more of his weapons because, you know, I do got some time, but I'd like to keep this video to a minimum. But just as a reference, here are his weapons. A blade and a staff that can both combine into a blaff. Here's the blaff with a trident end. Just gonna throw all of his weapons over there, and let's get all those fire pieces off of him so we can get to the most awaited part, the transformation. Alright, buddy, stay completely still. The transformation will only hurt a lot. Uh-oh. Oh, yeah, that's his fusion cannon on his back. First of all, you gotta do that. Get him in like a superhero pose, but you just slide out his hands, like so. Then you fold them in. And now that you have those hands in, you're going to want to rotate the arms all the way around, making sure not to get that arm action in. And then you want to do something along the lines of this. So then you so these butterfly joints were for the transformation. You do this, rotate them inward, and then you pop them and they go downward. Oh, wait a moment. This goes all the way around. It's like so, and then you do something like that. Then you flip his head back down. And then you want to flip these up. Uh-oh. Come on. Come on. Oh, I see the problem now. I see what's happening here. Alright, how do I... Oh, then you're going to want to pull this outward, giving room for these to flip up, like so. This will be a lot easier for me if I just kept him off camera, but that wouldn't be very good entertainment, now would it? And then you turn his neck, crackety crack crack, all the way backwards. Then you flip his chest plate inward, like so. And then you're going to want to turn it. And then you flip these outward, like so. You deattach these and rotate. Ooh, we're getting some tread action here. Let me scoot the camera down and move it back a little bit, just so y'all can get a better look. Then we rotate that, then we move to the back, where we have... Then you have this, where you fold them inward, fold them up, and then you fold them in until you hear a click. I didn't hear a click, but I think it's connected. I believe that, at least. And I'm hoping it is. So, let's keep moving. Flip him downward. We need to turn him this way. Flip his skirt up. Alright, then you want to Oh, so this part is already completed for me. But let's see. Wait a moment. Oh, you want to rotate them. Wait, no. Rotate them at the leg. Oh, so you want to move this up before flipping up his skirts. You're going to want to turn his entire lower half around, and then you flip up the skirts. and then you flip these around. See, it's all going to come together at the end, to trust. Then you flip these up. Then you flip the treads out the bottom of the feet. And fold the feet downward, making sure to close them up afterwards. And then you, wait a moment. Oh, you just do something along the lines of this. You take his leg and you snap it right around here, and you connect it into here. And you're going to want to do something like that for both legs. And here you have something that is finally starting to resemble a tank. So let's sit him down. And what is the next step? So then you want to, what? Oh, you want to fold this down. Like so. And then you fold both of these on top of it. There we go. There we go. Then you put this back here, and it tabs. There we go. Then you want to grab the fusion cannon. Click it out like this. There we go. Flip that back like so. Then you grab the nozzle. I knew this was used for the tank mode. Not that it's rocket science or anything, but anyways, then you slide it back in here. Oh, so you want to clip it on here. And then clip right here. Then you flip this out on the side and flip this up and spin. Oh wait, wrong way. There we go. And here you have him in his tank mode, which is very nice. Again, I love the use of darker colors. I love myself a good darker colored transformer. They are quite nice. I don't know why I say quite nice like that. But anyways, let's get the fire bits on, because everybody loves the fire bits. And you can take the swalance. That's what I'm calling it now, the swalance, because it's a sword lance. And you can tab it into the side like so. Oh, wait a second, you flip it like so. There. There we go. Then you want to tab these little flame pieces in. There, like so. And that is it. But we gotta find the place for these two fire pieces right here. So let's just plug those in right here and right here. There we go. And here is him in his tank mode with the lance. Well, we can just call it his weapon. Anyways, he has all the normal tank things. He can rotate if the fire pieces are in the way. He can aim up and down some. He can roll. Not very well. Probably not on the surface. The back, stunning. And the side is great. Let's bring him up closer to the camera so that you can see. It's very nice. If there's anything I might have missed, or anything I might not have had, please do leave it down in the comments. But I think this is it. Because, I mean, it looks pretty complete to me, but, you know, I tend to miss things sometimes. So here we have our double upload people for today. I mean, our triple upload people for today. Here they all are. And this has been the triple upload. I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, one of them is on the back of Superion's leg, but I can't really just pull them off, so here it is. Thank you and goodbye.